Man is free at the moment he wishes to be. Those words from Arthur Schopenhauer sound empowering, but the same philosopher also claimed women operate on pure instinct rather than reason. Most would dismiss this as outdated sexism from the 1800s. Yet Schopenhauer, the gloomy genius of German thought, touched on something many modern men experience but rarely discuss openly. His harsh views on female nature contain an uncomfortable truth, one that explains why some relationships suddenly end despite your best efforts. Women actively seek to hide these natural patterns from men. The knowledge you are about to receive will forever change how you understand female attraction. This video reveals what no dating coach or relationship expert will tell you about why women make the choices they do. Schopenhauer did not hate women as people. He hated the control they held over his emotions and desires. His frustration speaks to a question that haunts countless men. Why do women seem to leave good men for different partners who possess specific qualities? You devote yourself completely to a relationship. You show loyalty, care, and genuine love. Then suddenly, she becomes distant. Her eyes no longer light up around you. The relationship fades or ends abruptly. Later, you discover she chose someone new, someone with qualities you lacked, more confidence, higher status, greater ambition. This pattern has repeated throughout human history, but few dare examine it honestly. Today, we explore the concept of selective mating, the biological programming that drives female partner selection. More importantly, we examine the profound hurt many men carry from these experiences, a wound that, when left unaddressed, transforms into dangerous resentment. Subscribe now if you seek real answers beyond the comfortable lies society tells about relationships. This knowledge might save you years of confusion and heartbreak. To grasp Schopenhauer's view on women and relationships, we must understand his foundational concept, the will to life. Unlike philosophers before him, who centered reality on reason or divine purpose, Schopenhauer identified something darker driving all existence. He saw a blind, relentless force pushing all living things to survive and reproduce at any cost. The will to life controls our deepest urges and desires without our awareness. It cares nothing for individual happiness, only continuation of the species matters. Every creature serves as its unwitting puppet. This grim perspective explains why Schopenhauer viewed romantic love with such suspicion. For him, love represents the most powerful trick the will plays on humans. You believe you pursue someone because of emotional connection or spiritual alignment. The reality, your biology, manipulates you through attraction and desire toward reproductive success. Love becomes nothing but elaborate bait, a beautiful illusion designed to ensnare you in service to genetic continuation. The feelings feel real, but nature plants them within you to fulfill purposes beyond your conscious awareness. Mating refers to the unconscious evaluation process where women assess potential partners based on specific qualities. This assessment occurs largely beyond conscious awareness. Throughout human evolution, women faced enormous risks in reproduction. 9 months of vulnerability, dangerous childbirth, years raising dependent offspring. Choosing poorly meant potential death for herself and her children. Nature responded by developing sophisticated selection mechanisms. This system does not calculate based on modern romantic notions. It measures genetic fitness, resource potential, and survival capability. When a woman evaluates a man, deeper instincts beyond her conscious control analyze questions like, can this man protect me during vulnerability? Does he possess resources or the ability to acquire them? Will his genes produce healthy children? Does his social standing offer advantages? This explains why women consistently demonstrate preferences for certain male traits across cultures. confidence signals competence, ambition predicts resource acquisition, social dominance suggests protection capability. These preferences developed not from shallow materialism, but survival necessity over thousands of generations. For men who invested everything emotionally only to be replaced, the pain cuts exceptionally deep. It feels intensely personal, a judgment not just of your relationship performance, but your fundamental worth as a man. The rejection stings precisely because it triggers ancient male insecurities about measuring up. You lose not just a partner, but status within the male hierarchy. Schopenhauer would say this pain serves the will to life perfectly, driving men toward competitive improvement to secure future mating opportunities. Male pain from rejection rarely shows itself openly. It hides behind jokes about commitment phobia. It masquerades as indifference. It transforms into bitter statements about female nature, but beneath these defenses lies raw hurt, the wound of feeling fundamentally inadequate. Schopenhauer himself carried this wound. His troubled relationship with his mother left him feeling perpetually unseen. His romantic failures reinforced beliefs about female fickleness. His philosophy became the intellectual armor protecting his emotional vulnerability. This pattern repeats today in online forums where hurt transforms into ideology. How many men currently live with this silent burden? How many gave everything they had, emotional support, financial stability, genuine care, only to discover it meant nothing compared to more primal attraction triggers? How many followed the relationship advice society gave them, only to watch women choose partners who break those very rules? How many learned too late that being a good provider matters far less than being an exciting presence? The deepest male desire extends beyond physical intimacy or companionship. Men hunger for genuine female desire, to be actively wanted rather than merely tolerated, to light up her eyes in ways others cannot. When that desire fades or transfers to someone else, the rejection strikes at masculine identity itself. Our culture offers men no healthy outlets for this pain. Expressing hurt appears weak, showing anger seems toxic, so the wound festers, transforming into cynicism that poisons future relationships. Breaking this cycle requires honesty about these dynamics rather than comfortable myths about how attraction should work. Does this mean women calculate relationships based purely on status and resources? Absolutely not. Such simplification misses the complexity of human connection. Selective mating represents not a moral failure, but biological programming refined through thousands of generations. In prehistoric environments, female choice determined not just relationship satisfaction, but survival itself. A physically weak partner, an unreliable provider, or socially inept mate dramatically increased mortality risks for her and her children. Those who chose poorly removed themselves from the genetic lineage. Through natural selection, female intuition developed, remarkable sensitivity to signals of male capability. This mechanism operates like an internal compass pointing toward security and genetic fitness. Modern women still possess this ancient guidance system. Today, this evolutionary radar no longer scans for the strongest hunter or fiercest protector. It detects psychological equivalents, confidence suggesting competence, purpose indicating direction, emotional stability promising security. These traits signal the same fundamental qualities that ensured survival throughout human history. These selection processes happen largely unconsciously. A woman simply feels stronger attraction towards certain men without analyzing why. Her body and mind work together outside her awareness, creating powerful preferences she experiences simply as natural attraction or chemistry. Here lies the painful truth many good men discover too late. Being kind, loyal, and supportive, while valuable relationship qualities, does not automatically trigger attraction. You can perform every act of service imaginable, demonstrate unwavering commitment, and still not generate genuine desire. The modern dating landscape creates profound confusion. Social messaging teaches men that showing sensitivity, avoiding conflict, and providing stability should make them attractive partners. Yet time after time, men watch women choose partners who display confidence bordering on arrogance, independence, verging on aloofness and ambition that sometimes overshadows relationship priorities. This disconnect breeds frustration. You play by rules that should work according to conventional wisdom. You become the supportive, emotionally available man women claim to want. Then you watch them choose men who break these very rules. The mind struggles to reconcile this contradiction. What did I do wrong becomes the endless internal question. Nothing. You followed one set of instructions for generating companionship and comfort, but desire operates on different principles entirely. It responds not to what you provide, but who you are becoming. Not to what you give, but how you move through the world. Not to your accommodations, but your authentic direction. Many men get trapped forever in this confusion, repeating patterns that produce the same painful results while never understanding the actual dynamics at work beneath the surface. Knowing these truths, what options remain? Should you become cynical about relationships, manipulate female psychology, abandon authentic connection for strategic advantage? None of these paths leads to fulfillment. Understanding selective mechanisms does not mean surrendering to them. It means recognizing the true playing field of attraction so you can engage authentically rather than naively. The solution begins not with changing women, but changing yourself, not to please others, but to fulfill your potential. The true path forward involves competing not against other men, but against previous versions of yourself. Ask daily, where? Have I become complacent? Where have I stopped growing? Where do I lack courage to pursue my deepest purpose? Victory comes through relentless self-development rather than manipulation tactics. When you build genuine competence, not to impress others, but because excellence matters to you personally, something remarkable happens. When you pursue goals aligned with your values rather than external validation, your energy transforms. When you develop unshakable self-respect that requires no outside confirmation, you unlock a powerful attractiveness that transcends physical appearance or material success. Friedrich Nietzsche, who studied under Schopenhauer, rejected his mentor's pessimism for a philosophy of personal transformation. His concept of becoming your higher self offers the antidote to relationship bitterness. Instead of resenting female nature, channel that energy into self-mastery. Remember this truth. When rejection comes, when she chooses another, when desire fades, this represents not your final judgment, but a growth opportunity. Your value never depended on her validation. Your worth never required her desire. You build yourself not to win approval, but because becoming your best serves your own destiny. True freedom comes not from controlling others, but mastering yourself. Not from securing desire, but transcending the need for it. Not from avoiding pain, but transforming it into strength. If someone leaves, if someone fails to see your value, you stand firm in self-knowledge. You reassess, recalibrate, and continue your upward path. This perspective liberates you from the desperate need for validation that repels genuine connection. When you value yourself authentically, you attract those who recognize that value naturally. When you pursue purpose beyond relationships, you paradoxically become most attractive within them. Subscribe to this channel for more hidden truths about human nature that others fear to discuss. Support content that speaks honestly about relationships rather than comfortable illusions, like this video, to help others discover these insights. The true lesson from Schopenhauer lies not in his bitterness toward women, but his recognition of deeper forces driving human behavior. Understanding these forces frees you from unconscious manipulation. It permits authentic choice rather than programmed response. It allows you to build relationships based on mutual growth rather than mutual deception. Most importantly, it transforms potential resentment into powerful self-knowledge that serves your highest development. This information challenges comfortable myths about relationships that keep many men trapped in confusion. If you found value in these insights, subscribe now for more content that explores the hidden truths of human nature. Help build a community of men committed to understanding rather than resentment. Share this video with someone still struggling to make sense of their relationship experiences. The path forward begins with honest recognition of how things truly work beneath social pretenses.